Hello everyone, Ruby Retrograde Tarot and Tea here, and today what I'm going to be dishing up, serving to you guys is an unboxing and flip through of this deck that I got a couple of months ago, to be perfectly honest, but just did not have time until recently to kind of, I guess, sit down and kind of take a look at it. So without rambling on too much on, what we're going to be looking at is Cirque du Tarot, which is by Leeza Robertson and illustrated by Josh Tufts. I got this, like I mentioned, a couple of months ago. Actually, it probably was around December of last year, maybe like the last half of something like that. And yeah, it's just, I meant to look at it. I did unwrap it. I took a quick look at the guidebook, and I don't know, I guess life happened or things happen and you kind of put it on the back burner and you forget about it until you remember that, hey, I wanted to take a look at it. I want to see what vibes I get from it, how I'm going to work with it. In any case, so this deck is by Llewellyn. As you can see, I ordered this online. I don't even remember if it was Amazon or my local bookstore, one of the two. What got me, let's see if they have it on the, oh yes, they do have it. So what got me to kind of push that buy button was over here, that illustration right there, if you can kind of see it, which I believe is the card for Moon, maybe Empress, because of the two pillars here. But I remember when I saw that image, I thought it looked so cool and so pretty. I really like the ring master, just everything, it looks cool. And so I thought, yes, I do. And I thought the strength card here is pretty fun. And yeah, and then also the box cover here also looks pretty. And I did quote unquote cheat by looking at some unboxings other people did of the cards, so I have an idea of what the cards look like, but once again, it's not quite the same until you have it in your hands to see how they feel. So I do know some of the downsides with the core cards, but in any case, we'll go through it and you can see for yourself what it is. So it comes in a magnetic box. I personally like little magnetic clasps, although yeah, big huge box means I have to kind of figure out where to put it. I do have an area for bigger tarot boxes, so I kind of put all of them in the same spot. So when you open it, you have here the image of the Hermit. It looks pretty and dreamy, and I think that's the whole thing. It has this dream, like the way that it's drawn, it's this dreamy, fun, almost like you're dreaming that you're in this circus. So, you know, under the big top, a guidebook to the Cirque du Tarot. So let's just put that aside for 2 seconds. As you can see, you know, a big size guidebook. Personally, I kind of like when they're a little bit bigger than I'm going to call them standard size little white books, because sometimes in the little white books, when they're pretty small, that means the fonts also are small. And if you're reading it at night, like I usually end up doing, or, you know, maybe not the best of lighting conditions, or if you have issues with your eyes, having to either pull out a magnifying glass or squinting to kind of see what you're reading, not always fun. And see if you can hear the crack. That means I didn't go through all the pages yet, okay? So that just tells you how much I did not have time to look at it. And it smells lovely, because yes, I am a book sniffer. And I'm not going to be ashamed, because there are lots of book sniffers among us. Please raise your hand. Don't act like it's a weird thing. As you can see, it's full color, which is so fun. Okay, so each card has a full page with a description. Then we also have, so under the big top, look at this, looks so impressive here. We're gonna wait and see to see what card this is. We already know it's not Strength, because Strength was the Acrobats. And then we have about the author, other books by Leeza Robertson. let's see the dedication. I just saw the table of contents and now I can't find it. Ah, there it is. And so there's the acknowledgement. That looks pretty also. So the contents. So we can see here a fun little twist. Instead of saying chapters, whatever else, we have act 1s to act 5, 1 being the majors, and then the minors, each suit, swords, wands, cups, and pentacles, with the intermission being the court cards. And okay, encore would be the spreads, and then the finale. I'm kind of half curious. What is the finale they're talking about over here? Okay, so it's kind of a little send off, and you read all your book. Good luck. And then once again we have the beginning and the end still being the same image, which is fun. And yeah, so as I mentioned, all full color. I like when it's all full color. Let me see. Okay, so I'm pulling at a random page. We have now I know people are gonna make fun of me because this word has been one of the bane of my existence, and you'll see why if you can guess why. Ever since I can remember, I've read this as ally, but it's ally if I am not mistaken. Now, if I'm wrong and I mix the two up, someone tell me. Anyways, we'll call it partnership or friendship, okay? Oh, geez. And then challenger. So quickly, just reading it, I see it as this is the positive or upright, and this would be either a reversed or not to say opposite, but like the more conflicting aspects of the card. In this case being the Knight of Cups, and I kind of like here has the cups, has Venus abilities, and a little star here. Anyways, so this is the book. Now let's move on to the cards, which is in this little center holder. It has a ribbon. Oh, this is so nice. Okay, I pulled it out and look at it. Oh, this is really cool. At the bottom of it, we have this tiger here, or one of the cards that have been printed at the bottom. I think that's really cool. So let me go and open the plastic. As you can see, I just did not have time to even open that plastic. I kind of looked at the book real quickly. Okay. Let's put the plastic right here. All right, and now we can see the backs. They look really pretty. Just the design here, I really like it. The colors, we have your wands and your cups and your swords and your pentacles in the middle here. I really like the combination of colors. Oh, actually, the pentacles are here. Never mind me. And it kind of looks like eyes here. Looks like a figure. Hold on, let me look at it closely. Yeah, it kind of looked like it would be like the corner of someone's face here. And it's reversible. Oop. So as you can see, reversible for those of us and you that like to do this. So what we're going to do also, let's take a look at the cards. It's Llewellyn. Oh, and I just noticed I have 2 cards stuck. It has a band. It has flexibility. It's on the thin side. It's mass market thin. Not, oh, let's see, it's not Harmony Tarot thin, but yeah, do I have another Llewellyn deck? I'm sure I have another Llewellyn deck, and I can't think of it right now to kind of quickly compare the thickness, but it can essentially be careful if you tend to riffle or bridge shuffle, because it could overbend on you, but it's there. It'll hold itself. So now what we're going to do is we're going to zoom so we can take a look. I'm getting a handle of this zooming business. I will get a handle of it, I promise y'all. And we'll take a look at the cards in a bit more detail and see what they look like. So now we're going to start with the Fool, with this bunny dog like creature. Looking very nice here, and the sun peeking through to see what the Fool is up to. Magician, Very cool. And it was the High Priestess. So as I said, this I would say is easily be one of my favorite cards in this deck because of the ringleader and the moon here and just the whole picture here. I just find it very pretty. All right, the Empress looking very posh. And I believe just because I remember past like the one or two videos I saw about the deck, there is, I believe it's the full figure that kind of pops up throughout certain of the cards. So I guess, you know, if you like to study about the Fool's Journey and everything, so you can kind of have the whole Fool visiting different card figure. So in this case, I might be helping the Empress or something. The Emperor, strongman, I like. And he's got a pretty cool beard. That is a pretty epic beard. The Hierophant. And here it's a woman, kind of, it looks like she's behind the scenes, structuring everything behind. Then the Lovers. I like the atmosphere of that card. It's kind of like two people in their own little world. It's just them and like him and her, or they and them, whatever. And I guess this pair of wings here could be like the angel that we would see in classic Rider-Waite-Smith. The Chariot. And here I believe this would be the High Priestess with our Fool figure here. And Strength. Which once again, like I mentioned when we saw the back of the box, I think it's pretty neat there, the Acrobat. And yes, it does take a lot of strength to pull this thing off. The Hermit, another one of the top cards for myself in this deck. It looks so nice and pretty. And it looks like they're wading through a body of water here. The Wheel of Fortune. Now, are they high up, or is this like the side of the tent wall? Up for debate. Justice. Oh, and there goes the Hangman. Might pull, looks like a figure that's gonna pull off some escape trick. Then Death. That's interesting. Now we have Tempress, and she looks pretty. That's so pretty. It's like a fairy godmother. That's what came to mind. Like the big poofy dress, and it seems like she's blindfolded. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, it looks like she's blindfolded, and it looks like she's holding a star or something, like a light, like by her heart. Now the Devil. This card is fun. I like it. It's kind of fun. I'm thinking it's probably some sort of dominatrix type of thing. And then these people that are gonna, in that particular situation, is this other faceless person. The Tower. This guy seems to be cannonballing as if like deliberately, like, let's go. The Star. That is really pretty. Although real quickly, if I were to hide this, and you could, well, at least for me, I could mix it up for the Wheel of Fortune, just because, you know, usually the Wheel of Fortune has this wheel and we have people in different position around the wheel, but it's still very pretty for the Star card. Now the Moon, which was the what we had at the cover of the box. And we have the what, lobster, crawfish, that's there with the, usually there's two dolls, but there's just one. And it seems like the little fool character is like waxing poetic or romantic words to the moon there. The sun with an epic mustache. I'm liking the mustache, good one. And I'm not sure what's going on with these birds, acrobats with like those little squirrel parachute thingies. Judgment. Looking pretty royal. I like the costume there. And the world. We have, I think, who is this? That looks like whoever was in the High Priestess. Because the magician, we just had the hat. So, and we have everybody here. Looks like they're celebrating. But in any case, very nice card. Now, okay. Oh, as you can see, I unwrapped it from the box. And now I'm not too sure how is this. Okay, I guess they have assembled it by which court card they are. So this is the Page of Swords, and this is one of the things. So I'll go and move this out of the way here. So one of the complaints, should I call it complaints or just like minuses, less fun parts of the card? So here we have the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. What do you see, right? It's the background is very similar, the difference being different colors. So I'm imagining that throughout the suits, it will keep, you know, that bluish aspect, pinkish reds. This seems like more of a orangey type of glow, and this will have a yellow glow for the pentacles. But otherwise, just looking at it real quickly, other than you have to pay attention to what each are, because you'll see the costume here for cups and the cups. For wands, I don't know where the wand is. I think it's over here. And like the hat with the costume. Over here for swords, I don't see the... Oh, there's the sword and its respective costume. And then for pentacles, here's the pentacles and the costume there again. And it seems like it's all these are people that are getting ready to put their costume on. Like they're getting ready to be on the stage. It's somewhat different body types, so you know, okay, at least it's not totally absolutely the same, but there's enough similarity that you do have to pay attention more than just in a quick glance at them. Okay, so let's put these away. And I guess for the card cards, what I'm going to do is just kind of just kind of putting them one beside the others, because I mean they're more or less the same, and well, the same. They have differences. So here we have the knights. So we can see here, it seems like for most of these costumes, hold on one second, there seem to be doing like a dual face type of thing, except maybe for the cups. But here we can have like a half woman male type of thing, half woman male. It looks like a costume from the Cats movie and Broadway show. And here too, like we have bearded and womanly type figure here. Same hand position, like 95%, 97% the same, except for like the fingers. But even then, like, okay, here they have the two same hand fingers, here the two same hand fingers. Some have I guess elemental figure here. It seems like it might be a zodiac sign. I'm not too sure what this one is. This one, okay, I know this one here is Leo, and so this one would either be Aries or Sagittarius on that hand here. Let me just zoom in. So here is Leo, that I know, but this one I'm not sure if it's Sagittarius or Aries. If someone knows, do tell. And it seems like they have Venus and Mars here. So You know what? This is just thinking out loud. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's not it. I haven't read the book to confirm or if it's mentioned, but it seems like they're saying Venus in either Aries, Sagittarius, and here Mars in Leo. Could that be it? We don't know. And then I think here is not quite the same. It's just little leaves here, and we have Venus and Mars again. Here we don't see anything about Venus and Mars, but we do have some zodiac sign here, and again Leo and something else. And then we see it here, and we see it here. So we don't know. We don't know. Okay, so let's put these away. And let's see. Now this was the Knight of Swords. Now we're gonna have the Queen. Oh, wait. Did I? Wait, am I missing a queen? Or did I? I think I'm missing a queen. Where's my queen? Hold on, because I have the king here. Let me see what I did. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, nay. This is what happens when you wait too long to open a box. Okay, this is 4 pages. This is 4 knights. I got 3 queens. Are they stuck on each other? Yes, they are. Okay, never mind. Disaster averted. It's just me who did not unstick them cards properly. All right. Nobody panic. Did I panic? Says who? Anyway, so here we have the queens. So swords, wands, cups, and pentacles. Once again, we can see very similar. They are hovering their particular suits instrument, and they have a very pretty crown. I do have to say, hovering above their heads too. I definitely would have to read. Well, you know, I do have a general meaning in my head of what queens are, but I definitely would be reaching the book to have Lisa's perspective on what it was that she was conveying by having them designed in that way. Like, same hand position everywhere. But I do have to say, they do have nice costumes. And so, oops, we're gonna move to the kings, which is pretty much the other side of the costume, the costume that they were making. So if you remember, they had the one on the when they were making their when they were dressing up, they had like a split face, which I believe we can see on the knights. Yeah, on the knights, if I remember correctly. You can see it better on the knights. So here you have the knights where you can see the kind of dual feminine masculine, and then on the queens you see a more full side face, and then the other side face of this card, which I guess is an interesting way to do things. Oh, wait, there you go. But yeah, anyways. And here they're still hovering their implements just on the other side. So vroom vroom. And their crowns are still pretty cool. And it looks like, I don't know which side that is. I keep on wanting to say Sagittarius, but I'm pretty sure it's not Sagittarius. At this point in time, it looks like a horse, but I can't think of it. Someone help me. Haha. You can tell me in the comment section what it is. So yeah, here otherwise there's not much to be said. Like between, once again, keep on showing kings and queens. Like there's not much to be added. Now they're just showing their other side shots. So let's go like this. Now we are with the aces. Let's see. Okay, so for the minor arcana, they decided to go in numerical order for each suit. So we're going to start with the Ace of Sword, We have here the figure in the Hierophant calling them up to go to the stage, and it seems like they're a bit worried or they're questioning what's happening, which is kind of odd for swords. Like Ace of Swords, usually I think of it as like, you know, new either well, I guess that's a bit more of a Marseille interpretation. So like a judicial victory, or you know, a victory in sorts of like arguments based stuff, or a new like what's the word I'm looking for, like writers, like a new writing idea coming forth, or new thoughts, new yeah, new words, new thoughts. Anyways, so here we have the Ace of Swords. Then the Two of Swords, which I think this is really cool. She's doing I think it's called rope hanging. And if you can see, not only is she managed, like she's doing the split. First off, I have lots of admiration for people who can do the splits. Number one. Number two, she's doing it on the ropes, which is anything but stable. And she got swords. So like 10 out of 10. Good on you, because I definitely, I would be in the hospital for a number of reasons if that was me. Then we have the Three of Swords, which, wow, we have three people here with like swords in their middles. My goodness, that's pretty hardcore, and people are in sorrow. Then the Four of Swords. And maybe that person there is doing the resting here in the crescent moon. That's an interesting way of doing it. And we got some unicorn statue types in the background and foreground. Then the Five. Now I'm not sure. Is that like that wheel where magicians and the like do sword throwing? Because I think this is kind of what's happening here. And I think that's still the Fool, the Fool character there. And then Six. They're going away on a narwhal because of the horn there. Then the Seven of Swords. Okay, looks like they're trying to get away with they're trying to put away boxes or something. Or the swords are trying to like get away with them. The Eight of Swords. That looks like another escape trick type of thing. But of all the Eight of Sword cards that I've seen, this I think would be to me it gives you a more like, oh my gosh, you really think that you're stuck. And by the looks of it, of all the cards, this seems a little bit less hopeful or optimistic as you being able to get out of your thoughts. It seems a little bit dire of a situation. I mean, like you got yeah, it's a bit dire of a situation for that person. Then the Nine of Swords. That face here gives me the movie Wizard of Oz, the very old Wizard of Oz, the big face there, very ominous. And while this is still the rope lady, still very cool. And then all the swords here. Then the Ten of Swords. This is interesting because, yeah, the person is, we gotta take it in a hospital. I mean, we did our usual show. This went wrong. We gotta go. But the person, the magician or the high priestess, I forgot who she was, is much bigger than this tragedy or, you know, accident happening here. Then we go to the wands with the Ace of Wands. I think that's really cool. It's like a fire show. And this really kind of shows like a burst of creativity and passion and just fieriness. Then the Two of Wands. Oh, there are the Two of Wands. I couldn't, they're kind of small to see, but we got one up here and then one over here while he's doing his fire show. Now the Three. Not too sure what's going on here. Probably we'll look at it later, but it seems like they're dancing more down on the ground and he's higher up. And for the Four of Wands, I guess this looks like some sort of a acrobatic dance going on the trapeze above a fire, because of course. And the Five of Wands looks really cool. Like all this action going on, and they're still managing to create this fire tiger thing. Then the Six, which I think was it? No, that's not the one that was in the middle of the box. It was somewhere though. That looks so cool. Like he's in the middle while creating all this fire action. Then the Seven of Wands. Now I'm not sure. It looks like either they're trying, like, either they're giving to the high priestess figure, or she's giving to them, or you know, there's some sort of like energy exchange going on to me, like just looking at it real quickly like that. But I know it's like like standing your ground and defending yourself, so it looks like some sort of magic battle and she's single-handedly like stopping them or something. Then the Eight of Wands, which that one was at the back of the box, inside the little card holder. Very cool. Like, I believe up to now they were a bit more not well defined, but this is where you see the tiger a whole lot more defined and definitely crisper than in the other cards. And then the Nine of Wands. Here the tiger is almost like smoky, hazy. Maybe it's the end of the show. Oh. And then 10. Yeah, it's the end of the show. She's just blowing on the sticks, the fire sticks. It's a lot to do. Very cool, the fire show. Now we go to Water and Cups. So the Ace of Cups with the bubbling chalice. The Two of Cups. Where's the second cup? Does that count as a second cup? Okay. We'll look later. Then 3. I don't know, it seems like this, would it be a moon or whatever this, what you would consider this moon or sun or figure or apparition is looking. I don't know if it's me, but she's looking kind of worried or unsure. And for the Four of Cups, I like that one. It's kind of, he's longing for something, and then meanwhile someone's coming down like, hey, got a cup for you. And then that's pretty cool. The Five of Cups. The Hierophant is Hierophant figure is kind of freaking out, like, oh no. And it looks like the full figure is kind of pointing at like, oh, look what you did, but there's 2 others that can be saved. But they're paying a little bit too much attention to the cups. The Six of Cups with the big whale. Very cool. Kind of a reminiscing type of thing. Then the 7. Is that an octopus or a squid? What's going on? Or like a ginormous starfish? No, it has to be at least a squid. Anyways, looks like they're trying to toss coins into the cups. All right. Then the Eight of Cups doesn't quite give me the I'm walking away from this kind of vibe. I don't know if it's me. Well, except maybe for the dead fish here, but there's not much else. The 9 of Cups. Still with the dead fish. I don't know what's up with that. And the Narwhali whale. And then the 10 of Cups. Celebrating. Look at that. Cheers, cheers. Finally, we are getting to the Pentacles. Now the Ace. Seems like they're offering a new cog in the wheel, or like a new set of like a new deadline, or a new, I say a set of time, but it's like, you know, you got time to do something, like this new opportunity going on here. And then the 2. So here there's like gears kind of rolling together. Oh, I just noticed a little person kind of running, or yeah, running across it. The 3 of Pentacles. Looks like some sort of a huge music box. The 4 of Pentacles. My goodness. Some weird odd machine that looks scary, low-key. Then the 5 of Pentacles. I'm not... Oh, here are the pentacles in the rocket's exhaust. I'm not quite getting that. Well, maybe the figures here. There's like this lack, the sense of lack, while meanwhile they're kind of just like, hey, let's burn money almost, essentially. Then the 6. Looks like they're getting like blessed by this apparition, holy figure type of thing. The 7 of Pentacles. Why does it look like they're dangling kind of like the carrot stick? Like, here, you can have it, you just have to reach it. This guy kind of fell on his face. This guy's going for it. These two are waiting for an opportunity. Then the 8. Working hard. The 9 of Pentacles. I don't know what's happening here. Then, oh. I guess she's kind of sitting pretty. But it's not... I would have to read this going on to see. I would have to read the entry to see what's going on with this. And then this was sticking. The 10 of Pentacles. Just bagging in, it seems, and we have these two folks here hiding in the corner. That looks like the devil figure over there. It looks like, you know what, it kind of gives a cautionary thing, because it looks like, oh, I'm collecting all of this is great. And then we have High Priestess and then the devil, and it looks like the devil is just waiting to like pounce on them, like, be careful, or else like, you're gonna be mine, I'm gonna get you. So, with that, almost 40 minutes later, sorry guys for my long drawn out description of each card. This is the, what did I say it was again? The Cirque du Tarot. And so, these cards that I could, well, except for the first time where they were kind of sticking to each other, it has like a glossy finish, which gives them a little slip feel. And as you can see, it makes it shiny, as you can see on the camera. So I don't think it's going to give me issues in shuffling now that I've gone through one of them, through each one of them. So let me go and shuffle. Not normally my typical way of shuffling cards, but I'm going to go with this. Okay, from the side is okay. Okay, let's see from the long side. you can bend them pretty well and almost pretty far, but you do have to be careful. Like I mentioned, it's thin enough that if you're not careful, it'll fold on you a bench. Okay, so let's see here. We have a 4 of Cups that kind of flippity flopped on us. We're gonna have oh, yeah, and you have to be careful with the glossy, slippery feel cards. They can slip on you very easily, so clumsy alert. They can. So let's see here. Cups. We want the 4 of Cups. As you can see, very big, nice image. So I'm not saying that word again because I went over this. Ally versus ally. So I'm going to say partner. Have you ever hit a wall when nothing is necessarily wrong or bad? In fact, life can be going great, but all of a sudden you just lose your energy. It is a time when your interest doesn't disappear, but your focus isn't where it should be. Much like our performer in the boat. The energy is drawing their focus down to wading in the water, and they are more consumed with the ripples and the reflections. It doesn't mean the new cup coming from above will be ignored. It's just not a priority right now. Your head and your heart aren't really where you need them to be to get excited about something new, but it doesn't mean it won't soon. There's normally a good reason for this sort of energy, which means it is more productive to just flow with it. Don't fight it or try to fix it. Just lean in and ride it out. Why do I feel like this was me this morning? Why are you calling me out like this on my video? Anyways, the challenger part, what it says the trick with this energy is not to create a story about your current mood, and don't make it something it's not. This is a phase, something that will pass. If you start speaking about how you feel bored, uninspired, or lacking energy, you will start to create more of the same, which will make it that much harder to let the new energy or the new opportunity in, which is waiting to be claimed. So I don't appreciate, you know what? I'm changing my whole review. I don't appreciate this because I feel targeted. I feel exposed. I feel called out. I didn't even say nothing. I was being nice. Okay. Sorry, guys. This is my mini rant because this morning I was just feeling, I think I was telling someone how I was feeling kind of tired. And just, even though I slept, it's not, well, I did kind of sleep late, but it's not as if I had to get up early this morning to go and do stuff. So I was like, man, I don't understand why I'm still feeling so tired and I'm kind of feeling bored, and this card just comes out. Side note, I don't appreciate decks, okay, or cards that just come for me, especially when I'm being nice, okay? Like, I don't understand why they want to be on timeout right away from the get-go. But besides that, this is a very lovely set of cards. I really like the illustration. They're so pretty, they're dreamy, they're fun, they're colorful. Now here you can see I would have to shuffle a bit more. Yes, there is the downside of those that like to have a little bit of variety in their card cards, because I will agree it's very similar, mine, like, except for as you can see, the color scheme and the different tools that they're wearing. So it could be, if you're not paying attention, you could maybe mix yourself up with another card or another suit or whatever when it's not that. I do like that in some of the cards, or even throughout the cards, you have reoccurring people, like either the high priestess or the fool figure. You even had the person here, the Hierophant. You had her in some of the cards coming through. So I thought that was a nice, fun touch, and thoughtful too. And it kind of makes you think about it. And even though on the surface it just looks fun and cute, and you know what, I think I would put it as an adorable deck, because I find it cute, and it has this sort of adorableness to it. Some are just very cute. Yeah, so even though it kind of, putting the cards aside, it has thoughts. It does have thoughts behind it. And just, reading from the guidebook, it does, just reading that 4 of Cups, it just It does look like the information is there. It's well explained, even though it fits all in the page. Everything to me, everything is there, and so that would definitely be a card that I would like to explore. Let's see. This feels like not necessarily a seasonal card, but I would be tempted to do it to use this deck for maybe fun-ish readings. Not to say that it can't do more serious, because look how it just called me out to a whole bunch of people that will be watching this video later on. But it can do some seriousness. It'll show something fun, but there is essence in it, if that makes sense what I'm saying. It doesn't have a particular season. This is one of those I kind of want to look at something fun, but still have a good message out of it. And I low-key feel that it's a sharpshooter and kind of go straight for the throat, once again, like it did to me earlier. Still not appreciated, and I'm kind of still pouty about it. But that's okay. We'll learn to work together, and please respect my authority cards, okay? But in any case, this is the deck. Cirque du Tarot by Leeza Robertson and illustrated by Josh Tufts. So tell me, guys, what do you think? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Does the court card thing kind of bother you? Let me know. For myself, it's a minor annoyance. Nothing grave that I don't want to use it. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Bloop bloop. And until next time, thank you so much for spending nearly 50 minutes now. Sorry for my rambling on. And until next time, bye guys.